Ye who hold the sacred sword, ye have returned to the appointed spot. If you wish to interrupt your adventure, game again, speak to me, the one that you have marked to prove your encounter. Thank you, Owl-sensei, I will never forget you. Hey everybody, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask! Last time, we confronted the Skull Kid on top of the clock tower on the midnight of the eve of the carnival. There's very long-winded phrases in this game, aren't there? And we found out that we were basically powerless to do anything. But at least, we got the Ocarina of Time back and used that to take ourselves back to the dawn of the first day to see if we could do something about this. Tattle's brother Tail mentioned something about the four who are there in the outer lands outside of Clocktown, so I think that's where we'll begin our search this time. But first, don't worry, we're not gonna do things very long. I just want to play the Song of Time real quick, because time definitely has passed. It's currently 11 a.m. going on noon. I've only done like 3 things, and I'd rather not have a bunch of wasted time just for those 3 things, so I think I'm gonna reset myself back to 0. And this is what playing the Song of Time normally looks like, so I can show it off. Yes, you do have to watch the cutscene every time. It's fine, though. It's a big event, it's a big moment, it's a big decision you're making. So I'll explain more about what exactly going back to the dawn of the first day really means for, like, gameplay purposes, because we haven't seen a lot of the effects it can have just yet. But we will at some point later. Hello, who might you be? Can't seem to talk to you or target you at all. You're just going out to collect the mail this morning, I guess? That's fine with me. Alright, I am going to real quick. My #1 recommendation to you, always, play Inverted Song of Time, slow down time at the beginning of any new 3-day cycle, because it will reset your time back to the normal pace. But yes, always slow down time. It will make your life so much easier. And I've just slowed down time for this person as well. Alright, it's gonna be a long morning grabbing their mail. Are you seriously still not letting me out? Stop right there. Have you some errand in the swamp? It is dangerous outside the town walls, so I cannot allow a child like you to... A sword? My apologies, sir. It was wrong of me to treat you like a child. The southern swamp at Woodfall lies in this direction. Be careful. So with that logic, couldn't any kid just grab a kitchen knife from their house and bring it to you and you would let them out? You know, maybe that guy over there has a point. The law enforcement around here kind of stinks. There we go, rephrased it. Let's go out. Termina Field. This place is so cool. Right away, we have a lot of directions we can go. This way, that way, over there, back into town if we really want to. There's a lot of secrets too, like this weird little dirt patch in the wall we can check out. However, let me tell you about the origin, rather, of the Metroidvania genre, because surprisingly enough, it is neither Metroid nor Castlevania. They might make up the name of the subgenre, but both of those games, when they switched to those styles, or, well, Metroid when it started, you know what I mean. Both of those games were inspired by The Legend of Zelda, because The Legend of Zelda was always doing the whole, like, find items before you can unlock this part of the world thing, long before those games even existed. This is a very long way of saying, a lot of the places around here we can't even go to yet, so I'll just stick to the places we can go for now. Let's start with our first enemy outside of the Skull Chill in episode 1. This is a green choo-choo. It's nothing to be afraid of. Usually has something in its stomach that's of use. It's a slime that bounces towards you, and if you kill it, it drops an item. Green choo-choos always have magic jars, in case you use up any magic. They also like to live in these areas of grass, these fields of grass, which you can cut for extra items, such as rupees, any little trinkets, any little collectibles. The choo-choos will respawn over time, so they are easily farmable. If you're running low on magic, you can just, like, farm green choo-choos over and over. Nothing preventing you from doing that. Let's see, we have a Deku flower right here, so we can actually put on our Deku mask, transform back into Deku Link, and use it to climb up on top of this log. I think just barely. Yeah, we can stand on this. If you stand on the middle here, you get a blue rupee. There's a reason why you get a blue rupee here, and I don't think you're intended to collect it the way that I did. I just thought I would show that off. This guy over here. Actually, no. Put on the Deku mask again. This is a pink choo-choo. These guys always have recovery hearts inside of them. Otherwise, identical to green choo-choos. And if you are at full health, recovery hearts will always turn into a single green rupee. Just thought I'd let you know about that. And yeah, I just showed right there. Deku Link's spin attack is honestly really good as an attack. It kills the Choo-Choos the same way it kills the sword, except it's even easier to aim because it's just a spin move. You just move around, you just basically move into them while spinning like this, and you kill them. All right, let's see what we have over here. That bird is a menace. Despite how goofy it might look, it is an absolute terrifying thing to encounter. Let me turn back into Hylian Link as I introduce this enemy. Deku Baba is like in the bushes there hiding. Cut it down, it has extended its body, and Deku Nuts or sticks will come out. So we've heard of Deku Nuts, but not sticks. Okay, so this guy, I think the way this works is attack him like that and he'll straighten out. And if you kill him after that, he drops a Deku Stick. This is a new item. I'll go over these in a little bit if I remember to. Deku Sticks burn well. Well, too bad we can't see that yet. There's no fire around here, is there? The other way of killing a Deku Baba, which I can show over this way, I'm gonna go back into Deku Link form because you actually do walk slightly faster as Deku Link. I don't know if spamming the spin attack is the same as spamming the roll in Hylian Link, though. I'd have to, like, do it side by side and test real quick. I think there should be a, yeah. There's another Deku Baba over here, so I can show the other way. So if you, let's see, attack them from hit this way, and they will straighten out and turn to Deku, okay. There's another way you could kill them that involves them dropping Deku Nuts instead. That's what I wanted to show and I failed to, but it's fine. We'll be encountering more of those. Then, flying around this tree is actually another type of enemy. Those guys up there, we'll have to see if they see me. Okay, yeah, they do. If you get close, they'll start chasing you. They are bad bats. They're as simple as they look. They fly towards you, they might hit you for a quarter of a heart of damage, and then you kill them. Simple as that. Let's see what this thing is at the base of the tree, though. What the heck are you? You got an interesting symbol on you. And can we check you? Okay, we can if we get really close. It's like my heart is being peered right into. That's a disturbing eye. And there's also a mouth and kind of like, I guess, eyebrows on the top. Well, these things, if you strike them, they cause a very glitchy looking blur effect that's supposed to look better than that, but this is on emulator. Only 69 hours remaining. Very nice. Very good time to show that off. So they'll tell you how much time is left of the 3-day cycle, and that's about it. Alright, so more of you. Oh, you dropped a blue rupee for me. Thanks. Alright, nothing that crazy to see over here. If you want to get around faster, you can try rolling, or you can Z-target and walk backwards. For some reason, this is way faster than normal movement, and I don't get it. We can backwalk past the grass. See this guy. He's climbing in the tree and looking for something. I think we can maybe get a better view with first person. I don't really know. Well, hi Moon, how's it going? He's supposed to be like after something in this tree, but anyway, let's bonk the tree and make him fall out of there. Come on, there we go. That's like attempt number 4 in doing that. Oh, geez, I'm sorry, man. Didn't mean to have it be that violent. Hey, I stole that ruby from a crow. Don't go stealing it, man. Bye! Yep, you could just steal from him. It's great. Alright, now I do kind of want to show. If I go in here and re-equip. Okay, Deku Sticks. I don't really care about Deku. Maybe I do. Maybe I care about Deku Sticks. I'm changing my mind a lot about Deku Sticks really fast here. Sadly, you can't get Deku Nuts from grass because I would like to show off what Deku Nuts do, as I'm probably never going to remember to use them ever again. They stun enemies, though, as their descriptions have been saying. There's a chest on top of that stump, but no easy way to get there. The Deku Flowers don't go high enough, so I think I might probably ignore that for now. Now, if you want an even bigger tip for moving fast, turn into Deku Scrub form and walk backwards, and you go even faster than Hylian Link form. This is honestly a pretty decent mode of transportation, though it's a really weird and unconventional one, but it works. Yeah, that's way slower. Okay, so... Okay, good. You haven't seen me, then we can go down this road all on our own. I think there was a sign labeling what this is. That's fine, we don't need to read signs. This is Milk Road. See, because the game's just gonna show us the name anyway. We have another owl statue here, and I do recommend going over to hit this. This is a nice thing to unlock for right now. You'll see why later. Sorry for that awkward cut. I accidentally spoiled a later mechanic involving the owl statues, and I cut it out, so that's why the awkward cut was there. Sometimes owl statues will have 3 big things right next to them that always drop a huge magic jar and a fairy, which restores you to full health pretty much every time. So yeah, that's what we just saw there. Gorman Track, home of the horseback riding experts. Beginners welcome. Please drop in at your leisure. First of all, though, this guy's making a ton of noise over here with just a pickaxe, so I am very interested to see what this is about. Also, there's a huge rock in the way. Obviously, it's what he's breaking. Someone was up to some no-good mischief and blocked the road to Romani Ranch. I'll give you 3 guesses who that could have been. I'm sorry. I'll remove it quickly. Why are you apologizing? I guess it's professional to do so every time. If you're like a construction worker or something, and there's something inconveniencing people, it's custom to say that you're sorry, even though it's not your fault. In this case, at least, it's not your fault. Sometimes it might be your fault. Got more grass that's scared of us. Not all grass fields are scared of you, though, so that's very interesting. I wonder what's the deal with those. Can't go to Romani Ranch at the end of the Milk Road there, but we can at least check out the Gorman track for whatever it's worth. I love how they're both just eyeing us suspiciously. For what it's worth in this case is, can I just say, zero zilch nada? What do you want? You know what this place is? This is the Gorman Brothers Horse Training Center. You got no business here if you got no horse. Now beat it! Scram! The suspicious Gorman Brothers were added to your notebook. What about them is suspicious? They're just farmers. What is it, their facial hair? Won't you buy some fresh milk? This is just between you and me. That milk they produce down yonder at Romani Ranch is watered down a bit. It's not worth drinking. We don't do that kind of thing here. Ours is the real deal. It's always fresh and full of vitamins. It's true. I'll sell it cheap just for you. How about it? 50 rupees will do you for 1 drink. I have 92. Why not? I'm only selling the milk. Where do you expect me to put it? You need an empty bottle if you want some. And there's the Metroidvania elements coming out. We don't have a bottle, so we have no way of containing any kind of liquid drink of any kind. Guess we'll have to come back later. What are you guys roasting? Is that like steak? Okay. I did say, hey, I want to play the Song of Time so I can get all that lost time back, and now here I am, wasting more time, and now it's 9 a.m. Tingle was over here, and knowing what he's about, I do want to go and shoot him down from the skies with my, tree sap bubble. That's what I'm gonna call it now. I've decided it's not snot, it's tree sap. The unfortunate thing about Tingle is that every time you want to talk to him for a map, he says the same freaking thing, and you have to click through so many dialogue boxes to get there because he doesn't remember us since we went back in time. Romani Ranch, sure, even though we're not in there, we can always get the map for it. Got a map of Romani Ranch, now you can find your way around the farm. Except we can't access there, so we can't find my way around a farm that I can't access. That's a little important thing. I believe we open up the inventory and scroll over, yeah. As you bypass from Tingle, the full world map will slowly reveal itself. So right now, all we have is Clocktown, the area immediately surrounding, and this area leading to Romani Ranch, even though we're not in Romani Ranch yet. Whatever. So, we'll look forward to seeing the full map of the world, after a while. Yep, after we progress far enough in this game. That's what I meant to say. Here's the sign I forgot to read before. Milk Road ahead, Romani Ranch further ahead. Okay, so what I actually want to do around here is run the frick away because I hear that someone's after me, and I don't like who's after me. Yep, it's this thing. It's the, oh god, okay. It is actually better to be in Deku form if this guy's coming after you because Takuri, or whatever, this bird steals your items if it hits you. It can steal your sword, your shield, either of those at random. But if you are in Deku form as your, what am I trying to say? As it hits you, you will not lose anything. It's very nice in that way. Ah, here we go. That's how you get them to drop Deku Nuts. You have to hit them when they're not straightened out like that. Those 2 butterflies there are actually hinting the location of a secret hole that you can drop inside of. That has to be freaking terrifying for Link, though, just walking through the bushes and suddenly falling. This here is a special enemy. Actually, I think it is a special enemy. It only appears in this one place, and I can't believe I just dodged that. I just freaking Dark Souls to that. Don't tell me you don't know about the P-Hat. The P-Hat is a pretty dangerous enemy at this point. It's one of the few enemies to deal a full heart of damage, like so, if it hits you. Okay, so I need to be extra cautious with this thing. I guess I can show off Deku Sticks. Deku Sticks, I believe, deal like quadruple the damage of your sword. At least that's what I've heard. Okay, this thing has a lot of health. It's first enemy that's taking multiple hits to die, aside from the Deku Babas, so never mind. It's taking a lot of hits to die, though. Another Deku Stick. There we go. Beaten by a stick. How's it feel? For defeating it, a treasure chest appears in the middle of the room, and if we were to open it... What an iconic scene. How often has that little, like, chest build-up thing been referenced everywhere, especially on YouTube? It's another piece of heart. We have 2 of those now. 3 of those now, actually. We only need 1 more, and we will get a 4th heart of health, which will be very nice. I remember when I was so... Missed my chance to replenish the 2 Deku sticks I wasted. I didn't know it dropped Deku sticks. That's a very weird thing to drop for something of that gargantuan size. Oh god, you guys do half a heart of damage. You just hit me rapidly like that. Give me a Deku stick back, thanks. Anyway, I remember being so aggressively against taking the pieces of heart when I first played this game. I would only ever accept heart containers very rarely, only accept new hearts very rarely, and I would actually avoid collecting any heart containers. I don't know, I couldn't explain it. Ooh, heart! Seems pretty self-explanatory now, but picking up a recovery heart will give you 1 heart of health back. Alright, so, Tattle did direct us down south towards the swamp, and so that is where I shall start. First of all, what's this drawing? Oh, I remember this. Tail and I drew this with the Skull Kid when we first met him. He told us that he had been fighting with his friends and that they had left him all alone. I'm sure it was because he was always playing tricks, so nobody wanted to play with him. But to do what he did just because of that? Once he got his power... gives us some important context. They were genuine friends with the Skull Kid back before he found the mask. And then once he got the mask's evil power kind of took him over and, well, you know, the rest is history. Anyway, I have to say, as much of a meanie, let me enunciate it better. That's kind of a problem I've been having in these videos, not enunciating enough. As much of a meanie as Tattle is being to us, the fairies in this game are freaking adorable compared to Ocarina of Time, where Navi, your fairy companion in that game, had like no personality whatsoever, and every other fairy said nothing ever, and it was only just the great fairies. But like Tattle and Tail, I can't believe they managed to actually like attach expressions to 2 flying bright orbs. Like you can see exactly what they're feeling in that moment, and I love that, and they're so cute. Anyway. Swamp shooting gallery ahead. Well, we have no business going over there just yet, but I may as well go down here anyway, just out of curiosity. We got a bunch of Deku flowers, and I don't see the point. Maybe these bats... Okay, can I... There we go. Okay, that's actually a good use for the Deku nuts. If only they were easier to get. Guess I can get more off of you, except... Oh, okay, that time you didn't. Okay, there we go. There we go. Whenever they die in that way, they drop nuts. If they straightened out and you, like, cut them through the middle, they drop sticks. What do you say? Please feel free to take our fresh spring water home with you. Oh, thanks! I'll take it home with me in my hat or something because I can't carry it. Alright, onwards. Actually, you know, speaking of pieces of heart, I think we're about to happen upon another one. Alright, let's put on the Deku mask, and let's shoot down this bad bat that's just standing in front of the freaking tree. And then you're coming my way, so let me, hiya, and then, yo! And now, we can climb the vines of this tree, of this dead-looking tree that looks like the one tree you get a page from in Slender. Why does every dead tree remind me of that? And there's a piece of heart at the top. You've assembled a new heart container. Maximum life energy has been increased. 4 hearts of hell, just like I promised. Ooh, and we got another hole here. Let's see what's down this. There was a hole here. It's gone now. Again, I kind of wish I could play a Silent Hill game. Hey, you're kind of a new enemy. A mini Baba. These ones are much less aggressive. They just kind of chomp at the air. They only hurt you if you touch them, and they always drop Deku Nuts. And this is the same version of that, the Withered Deku Baba, I guess is their official name, except they always drop Deku Sticks. God, I keep freaking swinging the wrong way. Then we have a chest containing a red rupee. It's worth 20 rupees. That's pretty nice. I don't think I went over it before, but the 2 rupees we got from that one guy... Oh, you respawn. Well, that makes sense. Anyway, the rupees we got from that one guy, actually, were those red rupees? They seemed like a higher level of rupee to me. I don't know exactly what color they were. Either way, they were worth a lot, and that's what matters to me. Let me kill this guy for the sake of healing exactly 1 point of health. And then, we've got another Tingle to shoot down. There's clones of him. They're taking over. All right. I don't know why the bubbles glow green and red like that. Like, they're playing red light, green light. It's just a little quirk with this game's freaking... Or with the emulator, probably. So, sir? Hello, Mr. Fairy. Will you buy one of Tingle's maps? I can't remember what my voice for him was. I have a habit of forgetting that. Let's buy the map of Woodfall. I guess that's what the swamp is called. You can find your way around the swamp. Really cool Oompa. And this time you don't tell me not to steal it afterwards. Yay! Anyway, let's enter. First area is the Southern Swamp. I am so not used to how bright it looks in the N64 version. It's a lot darker and moodier in the 3DS version. I kind of like that. One of the few times where that isn't the opposite way around. We have yet another owl statue to get us started. We've seen a lot of these so far. And while these are just like save and quit points, well, you'll see. I already alluded to that earlier this episode. I don't need to say it again. Let's unlock this one, and I may as well point out, while we're standing in front of one, yet another fairy flying into the wall. Okay, I guess you don't want to heal me. May as well say that the functionality of owl statues being save and quit points was added in the North American release of Majora's Mask. In the original Japanese release of the N64 version, they were not save and quit points. They were only whatever other function they might serve. I wonder what that could be. Anyway. And you had to save with the Song of Time. There was no other way to save your progress, which was very limiting for this game. It was definitely a good choice to add that in. Thanks for stopping. You're not from here, are you? I sell magic beans to Deku Scrubs, but I'd really like to leave my hometown. I'm hoping to find some success in a livelier place. But to open a business in another place, you need to go through the proper channels first. You know what I mean? No. Sorry, but I must get back to business. You didn't understand my problem. Oh, well, don't pay it any heed. You can tell me your problem in clearer words than that. You're not a From Software NPC. If you talk to him in Deku Scrub form, he's doing business with a focus on Deku Scrub clientele. Actually, I want to do business at the place, but there's this big octopus and nothing can be really done about it, so I set up shop here. You know what magic beans are, sir? I'll sell you one for 10 rupees. You need any? I guess. Oh, you don't know how to use magic beans? I guess I can't sell you any. Yeah, for some reason, this is a bit of an arbitrary gate put in your path. You can't buy any magic beans from him until later. I guess we'll have to find out why that is. Here is tourist information. Blimey, where is he? That spoiled child is off playing hooky again. A child his age has no business searching for fairies. Oh, welcome. Well then, why don't you show me that pictograph you've taken? Huh? Wait, what? Oh, is this your first time entering the pictograph contest? Well, Swamp Tourist Center is currently holding a pictograph contest. It's open to all ages, from children to adults. For nice pictographs taken in the swamp, a free boat cruise will be awarded as a special prize. So would you like to enter our contest? Oh, but to enter, you first must take the boat cruise. Isn't that kind of impossible? You win a free boat cruise from winning your contest, but we have to take a boat cruise to enter? I mean, I guess we have to pay for the boat cruises otherwise, that makes sense. Boat cruise reservations handled at that window over there. If you're interested, go for a ride. I'm a little interested to see what a boat cruise around these parts will be like. Except, Old Kume's boat cruise. Ticket office closed. Please inquire at the Magic Hag's potion shop near the edge of the swamp. I guess we'll have to track that down. They aren't here. They aren't open for business. He's got some stuff in his back area, including what looks to be is that a clock? No. The thing on the other side of the room is a clock. You know, the thing that's actually moving and turning and being cool looking is the clock. All right, now to explore the swamp, let me tell you a little bit about swimming. While Hylian Link is swimming, you can swim around. You will always stay at the surface of the water unless you choose to dive. You can only dive for a tiny amount of time before he will immediately turn around to resurface. You cannot attack or do anything else inside of water, so best not to find yourself swimming through water in a combat situation. Alternatively, another way you could go about this is turn into Deku form and hop across these lily pads if you really want to, but swimming does the job just fine. And I'd rather stay in Hylian Link form while I can so I can show off more of the sword stuff. See what this sign says. Magic Hag's Potion Shop. Hey! This doesn't really seem like the edge of the swamp to me, but it's an old game. Their world's not that big. Let's take the Deku Nut. Maybe, are you a Deku Baba? No, you're a Mini Baba. If you were another regular Deku Baba, I would have tried stunning you. Thanks for all the Deku Nuts, though. At least I can finally get these things some kind of showcase before I forget about their existence, inevitably. Jump up this. We got some pots to break here. You can either pick up and throw a pot to break it, or just slash it with your sword. Either way, it's very fun, and you get some nice rewards out of it. So be sure to do that to every single pot, no matter how expensive. Okay, another sign about that. Now, this looks like an important place, so let's climb up the ladder. This is a shop built on top of a tree, or maybe even built into a tree, and it's shaped like a freaking bottle. That's really cool, honestly. And the door's nice looking too. You know, for a game that looks the way it does, this game can look surprisingly good at times, especially compared to Ocarina of Time, but don't tell anyone I told you that.
Welcome! My potions work very well, they do.
Oh god, my voice for her is gonna suck.
Are you by chance a boat cruise customer? How unfortunate. Kume has gone into the woods out back looking for mushrooms. Now that I think about it, she's a bit late coming back. Say, could you go find her for me? Yes, it's easy getting lost in those woods. Ask the monkeys that live there.
Alright, so we'll definitely check out there, but first of all, I should show that you're selling potions and that I can't carry any of these. But it is worth noting, these are cheaper than what you can find in Clocktown. They are the cheapest way to get potions in this game. So you have to pick between going to the convenient place that's right next to where you spawn at the start of any 3-day cycle, or trekking all the way down here for a cheaper price. It's your choice. I had fragrant mushrooms, and apparently I can give those to you too, but I can't, I don't have mushrooms, very sorry. It's tough getting old, it really is, it sounds tough. And leap! Do not worry, the fall damage in this game is very non-sensitive. It is like the opposite of Half-Life. Woods of Mystery, beware of ferocious turtles. Thinking about the whole Elden Ring calling turtles dog things just makes me think if that sign was in Elden Ring, people would say, beware of dog. Anyway, here's a monkey.
Follow me.
You got it. All right, I'm actually gonna turn into Deku form so I can move faster and keep up with you better. So this is just the Lost Woods from Ocarina of Time. And you have a monkey that takes you through the correct path. You have to pick the correct path every time. If you choose the wrong path, you get reset back out to the back to the start. That's a new enemy. I can't remember what they're called. I think they're called, oh yeah, snappers. Oh god, the monkey keeps moving even when the game's paused. That makes sense. One of my favorite things about these enemies, which aren't that crazy, they just kind of zoom towards you, and then they go back to where they originally were, and you can kill them by going into a Deku flower. That's about it. One of my favorite things about them is the voice they have.
Oh, ow, 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 help me.
Yeah, you know, that voice. No. Alright, let's see. You actually do have to transform back into Hylian Link to talk to her. If you talk to her in Deku form, she just stays asleep. She just doesn't even notice you're... Okay, never mind then.
I was just busy minding my own business, picking mushrooms, when BAM! I got hit from behind! That pesky skull kid. Did he think an old hag wouldn't recognize him if he hit his face? Oh, ow, to think he's that powerful and now I can't even move! You, don't you have anything that gives you energy?
Want a stick?
What is this? You're no help! I say you're not at all what you make yourself out to be!
I kinda don't like this. This is the end of the Woods of Mystery, this way to the entrance, but your objective here is to leave Kume where she is and go back to talk to Kotake in the shop.
Welcome. My potions work very well, they do. What's that? The Skull Kid got to Kume? That's ridiculous. If it's just the Skull Kid, then what harm could he possibly do?
Oh! Well, if that's true, then take this potion to her. This isn't good. Yeah, you have to come back in order to receive the potion, because I don't think it's possible to have a bottle yet, or if it is, you have to really go out of your way to get one. And now we finally have a bottle, so now we can take it back to her, and then you have to do the Woods of Mystery twice for some reason. This isn't my favorite objective in the game. But hey, we gotta do what we gotta do to get it done, and now we finally have a bottle to store potions in. It's really nice. Let's replace my freaking thing. And let me also change the order of those items. I kind of prefer having the mask and that button. There we go. It's just what I'm more used to. Hi-yah! Oh god, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, I accidentally showed out how to take one of those out. I didn't even mean to. I was just trying to spin attack over. Anyway, it sounds like these turtles are saying gag rap every time they see you, and for some reason, that just really makes me laugh. I don't know why. Gag rap. Gag rap. First they gag you, and then they rap at you. Okay, what do you say if I talk to you in Deku Scrub form?
Now I've done it! I've gone and attract some weirdos' attention! I'll just play dead.
Some weirdo's attention? Are you kidding me? Alright, good thing I can still give it to you. Don't you feel obligated to help a sorry old hag when you see one? This is how the objectives in this game are designed. It's not my fault. Here's a potion.
That color, that smell, that's definitely Kotake's!
I love how Link's still holding his hand out.
Ooh, feel the energy flow! Kume is revived! You saved me. I'm the Swamp Tour Guide. I run the boat cruise, so come by if you want a free ride.
Hey, we get to have a free boat cruise without even having to get a pictograph, whatever that is. So, we'll be on our way back. Might stop in at Kotake's and tell her the good news, though. Oh, right, this exists.
You have strange powers, no? Me been watching you. Lately, this swamp filled with poison water. Temple above waterfall, strange. Brother go to temple. But brother no able to find temple entrance. Deku for temple.
Deku for temple only. Yep, that's exactly what it says.
Brother captured by Deku. Now in palace. Help!
In the 3DS version, that encounter comes later. It does not appear at this moment, so that's why it always catches me off guard. But yeah, right here, right now, is here. Yep, that's words.
Kume told me all about it.
Oh, wow, that was fast. I literally just saw her fly away.
So, did you take the boat cruise yet?
Nope, but I'm on my way to do so. And why not? Let's get a potion. This one is not available. Actually, I can't get the ingredients for this, so I'm sold out, sorry. It is still there as an option. I feel like it should be grayed out, but you know. This is a red potion, will recover your health in one gulp. And this will totally refill your magic meter. You can take a guess what the blue one does based on that. I think I might take the red potion. I never really use potions just because you never really need them. The combat in this game is really easy. Just know that when I say this game is easy sometimes, I mean the combat is easy. There are difficult things about this game for sure. I have to say the hardest part of this game is figuring out what to do next. Because it's very puzzle focused and you know, the quest slides don't exactly make it clear what you're supposed to do next. So that's really where the difficulty of this game lies. As well as like trying to do everything in a 3-day cycle very efficiently and whatnot. But, you know, the actual combat is just, as you saw there, spam B until the enemy dies. We can actually go this way if we want to real quick. I don't want to spend too much time doing this because, again, I'm on a time crunch. It's about to hit nighttime somewhat soon, so I just want to show this real quick though. If you either bounce on the lily pads as Deku Link or swim as Hylian Link, you can access this area. There's another frog bouncing on this log. I think you can climb out here. I want to say you can climb out here. You can climb out... You gotta be able to climb out like here. There we go. And from there, once again, can't talk to the frog at all. We can transform back into Deku Link and hop across and probably fall in. Oh, okay, good. If you fall in on that last bounce, you will, I guess, drown and respawn on land somewhere. It's not that bad, though. Deku Palace ahead, beware of Octoroks. That's another enemy you haven't seen yet. We might be about to see them very shortly. Yeah, that guy there's a big Octo. We cannot kill him since we would need to be in the water to do anything about it, and as I've just been over not long ago, you can't do anything in the water in this game. Oh, but here's his smaller friend, the Octorok. You know about the Octorok, right? Kind of. So I think Tattle just said there, you can guard with your shield to redirect the rocks back into them, and that's the main way of taking them out. You can alternatively just use a projectile attack, but that works. There's no music playing right now. I was on the very fine line between having the battle music play and not having it play, so the game just played nothing. That's funny. I saw the blue rupees out here and I couldn't resist. Okay, so with no real way of killing you with our current abilities, let's head back to the tourist information and see if we can take that boat cruise. Sir, I can see your body inside that pole. You look kind of terrifying in that dark abyss, but I'm sure this is the right place.
Oh, thanks for what you did back there. And a special deal just for you, I'll let you take this cruise for free. Yes, we've got a special going on right now, so we're giving this out for free as well.
Pictograph box. Now we have an idea of what we need to do to get a pictograph. Press C to look through it and press A to snap a picture. You can only shoot one pictograph at a time, but you can retake it as many times as you like. This sounds familiar? Yep, it's a camera.
You take a nice picture from the boat, take it to that fella over there. All right, the boat's leaving.
Welcome to the boat cruise. Please set your pictograph box to C and then press C to look through it. Please enjoy the swamp scenery to your heart's content. So you have this kind of special camera mode where it's over Link's shoulder, and I can also go in and equip this. There's another item on this screen. You can look up, down, all around. Oh my god, it's the moon right there. Jesus Christ, that looks terrifying. Okay, but you can also use the item to get a first-person view and take a picture of the very low-quality textures. I gotta say, you know, this game might have looked pretty good at the time, or like, at least passable, but right now, then again, there is something kind of charming about that area over there. I think I'll snap a picture. And I don't think this game is supposed to freeze for this long when I take a picture. It's just that this emulator kind of has a hard time taking the picture. I'll go with no. How about you? At least your eyes will be something interesting looking. Yeah, sure, that's actually not a half bad picture. Oh, yeah, I think I missed some dialogue. Either that or dialogue was added in the 3DS version saying, hey, there's a big Octo in our way. Excuse the bumpy ride as we just run right into him. And that happened. It's great. This area looks a lot more autumn-ish. I like it. Now arriving at Deku Palace. The swamp water is poisonous here, so please watch your step. And it is alleged that at this moment, a young Hidetaka Miyazaki played Majora's Mask, encountered the southern swamp area, and was deeply inspired for his games in the coming years. I don't know. Are you disembarking? Yes, this is exactly where I want to go. If you say no to that, oh, it doesn't automatically send me. But again, the 3DS version does that. If you say no to that, you'll just circle back around to the beginning. Oh, you don't have anything to say. You're doing the 3DS version. That's what's confusing me. Woodfall Temple above Waterfall. Take shortcut from the Deku Palace. Or, well, you know, take shortcut from Deku Palace. Was that sign written by the monkeys? Maybe. Take a look around real quick. We can see, the moon looks terrifying from the swamp. But, that isn't the only thing ominously staring at us from the distance. We can see something else over there. Sorry for not keeping it still. Here, you know what? You enter this aiming mode. There we go. Then the camera remains still. Yes, there's someone else ominously staring at us from over there. That's a little unnerving. Anyway, let's go to the Deku Palace. Very catchy music, I love this. Woodfall shortcut for use by Deku Scrubs only. Let's see what you all have to say. If we would be in Hylian Link form, and then talk to them.
This is the Royal Palace of the Deku Kingdom. This is no place for outsiders.
And then, if we put on the mask directly in front of them and talk to them again.
This is the Palace of the Deku Kingdom. Only those on official business may enter. But you may enter to see the public humiliation of the foolish monkey who angered our king. Follow this hall straight to the royal chamber. Do not enter any other areas whatsoever.
Yeah, they just completely forget about the Hylian that was here 5 seconds ago and act like we're a brand new person. It's fine, but it's just, you know, it's a little weird. So here's the royal chamber. I guess we'll follow their directions. Check this out first. Deku King's chamber. Now, I was talking really fast as them because that's always how I've imagined the Deku Scrubs is talking, because if you listen to the noises they make, so I guess that's one of the shorter noises, but the longer noises make it sound like they're saying stuff really fast.
The tiny princess only recently learned to play the Deku Pipes. His Royal Highness was so proud of her. I saw it! That monkey and the princess entering the temple at night!
But only the monkey came back out! Oh boy, looks like the plot thickens!
Only royal family members can enter the sunken temple, so it's obvious that the monkey was using her.
Yes, very, very obvious.
Rumor has it that the monkey ate the princess.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that? That tiny guy ate an entire Deku Scrub? Maybe it chopped up into pieces. I don't know. Jump up here. Here is this guy. This guy's hair is getting in the way. Now that our beloved princess is missing, the king has been unable to keep his cool. I fear that the princess may be caught up in some kind of trouble, just as that monkey claims. But in his current state, the king can't even send troops out to look for her. What are we to do? Don't worry, I'll find a way to solve the problem, I guess. I haven't seen your face before. Are you visiting? Usually, I don't allow the likes of you in my royal chamber, but today is different. We're about to punish the foolish monkey who kidnapped the Deku princess. He has insulted the royal family. I'll show him what happens when you do that. That foolish monkey is up in that cage. Take a good look at his face. Not like we can see his face very easily from here, but we can at least try. Hey there, buddy. Is it true?
He keeps saying that I kidnapped her. No matter how many times they say it, it's not gonna bring the princess back. If they're not careful, the princess will fall victim to a monster. Please, believe my words.
Alright, well, I guess since we've done all we can here, let us take a little journey around the palace. Can I just... Oh, hi, there's this guy first.
Was my brother alright? Did you see entrance to cage? We know secret route there. Enter secret route from outer garden entrance. But entrance in tall place, no can reach it. Need bean from bean cellar, live beneath palace garden. Understand my meaning?
Yes. We gotta find beans cellar underneath palace garden, use that to access entrance to cage.
Oh, you smart.
You smart. You will make our ship go.
Plant bean in soft place by outer garden. You figure out rest. Hurry, help brother.
So, the Deku Palace is a little bit of a mini dungeon. These are the optional areas we are not supposed to go to, but we're gonna do it anyway because screw the rules. This is, you guessed it, an early game stealth sequence. I think this is, ever since Ocarina of Time, this has just been a staple of 3D Zeldas, that you must do a stealth sequence at some point towards the beginning of the game, or at least just at some point in the game period. I think this, large foliage hides you from them much easier. There's optional rupees to get, but once you hit 99, you cannot collect any more rupees, so definitely don't go overboard with it. Okay, I'm just looking ahead for some of these guys. There's torches that don't have lights in them, and that's about all there is to them. Can't pass through this foliage, so yeah, these are definitely walls. I think he's coming this way. Let me just hide around the corner like that. Where did he go? The platform hit him! Oh, he's right there! I didn't even see him! Alright, hide behind this wall. This camera perspective makes it a little bit hard to see where you are in relation to them, but yeah, I can't even Z-target to center my view, so yeah. This is the camera shot you're getting, like it or not. Now, actually, I've been misleading you a little bit. This route just leads to a piece of heart, and that's it. Collect 4 pieces of heart to complete a new heart container, but hey, I do want to collect a lot of the pieces of heart that are easy to get. I may as well show what happens if you get caught. Aha! An intruder! I said, that was a weird way to say aha. You get kicked out to the entrance and must try again. Okay, do not spin attack when you're trying to talk to people, Link. That's not how it's done. I told you not to enter any areas other than the royal chamber. It's a very rare occasion that you are allowed to enter, so do as I say. Follow this hall straight to... They actually let you back in. Wow. Wow, these people are stupid. Anyway, this is the only required direction in this place. The other direction just takes you to Piece of Heart. In the Japanese version of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, I didn't need to say the full game's name, in the N64 version specifically, that wasn't quite the case. You did actually have to go down that other route because, well, I'll go over this more in more detail once we get through this part. Now let's wait for you to go. There is a little thing that can help you in this part, and that is, if it's nighttime, something a little weird happens here. I'll show what this is later. It's about to hit nighttime very soon, so I'll get a chance to show it very soon. None of those rupees added to my counter, as you can see, because I am at the maximum of 99. So every rupee I collect is just being thrown away. There's no way to get it back. It's kind of stupid, honestly. I don't like this whole, rupee cap system. But again, I'll go more into detail on this later. At some point, I gotta go to the bank and store it. Store these rupees. Okay. Gotta be careful. Man, I had a really hard time going through this when I played this in a practice run, but now I'm doing just fine. Ding dong! Ding dong! The witch is dead. Except Kume's just fine. Don't worry. After all that, you drop down into this little grotto. Most of these are just gonna be rupees, which isn't helpful, but that's fine. That bell, man. The more you play this game, the more those bells will give you chills. Just because it's like, time is running out. Time is running out. It's coming. It's happening soon. Anyway, hello there, interesting sir. I'm gonna talk to you in highly linked form. I don't think it makes a difference what form you're in, but I'd just rather do that for some reason I couldn't explain. Whoa. You're the first customer I've had in a long time. You need any magic beans? Just brought leaves as soon as you water them. That they do. They do. I'll give you one free sample. So try playing against some soft soil. You can always buy more. You got magic beans. Find a patch of soft soil and press C to plant them in it. Who knows what will sprout up? You can plant them wherever you want, but if you don't water them, their leaves won't grow. Okay, good to know. Now, unfortunately, I just realized I'm gonna have to waste my potion because I need a bottle in order to do this. So, yeah, there's a potion going to good use. All right, now we're gonna equip magic beans. Step over to this little patch of soft soil. It's a patch of soft... Oh, I actually didn't know the game described it as exactly that. Then you plant the magic beans inside. In Ocarina of Time, you would then have to wait for 7 years, but fortunately this time, you just have to go, grab water, put it in your bottle, and water them. Filled your bottle with spring water. And then I filled this plant with spring water. The way Link gets shoved backwards there is never not funny. Then, this sprouts a platform that will float through the air and take you to secret things. Well, sometimes secret, sometimes required. Well, there's only one magic bean that's ever required, but you know. What does this have? Yay! Rupees I can't get because I'm full! Oh, why? Why, oh, why? Speaking of rupees, now that I've gotten rupees and thrown them in the trash, I guess I could spend more. So you like my magic beans and came back to buy more? 10 rupees for one pod. I'll buy it. I'll bite, I guess. Alright, so I'll take another one of these because you do need one for these in order to get through the Deku Palace to complete it, as I just said. I may as well take another just in case I find another place to use them. Magic beans are a little inconvenient, especially in this game. I'll buy one more. Because you have to go so far out of the way to get them. The swamp is the only place you can get them, either from this guy or from the Deku Scrub at the beginning, who will now happily sell them to you now that you've talked to this guy. But yeah, you do need... Oh, I should take the spring water. Buddy, what the fuck? You were shooting a laser beam at me. I'll go over that in more detail later. Anyway, grab the water. Take it, and yeah, what I was saying is, it's a very inconvenient item compared to Ocarina of Time, where you can buy all that you need right away. Because, well, again, we'll cover this later. Jump out of the hole, and here you can see, when it is nighttime, the Deku Scrub's vision ranges are showed to you in the form of these orbs that are being shot in front of them. I'm under the belief that this was unintended. I think this is a leftover from Debug when they were playtesting this section and wanted to see what the vision ranges look like with a visual, and they just forgot to remove it from the final release. And I think this because not only does it look really weird, really out of place, but the 3DS version does not do that. It does not have that kind of system. Okay, we're gonna move on here. Okay, while I'm here, let me mention this. Speaking of the 3DS version, yep, exactly. The owl statues are now permanent save points instead of just save and quit points that have a temporary save. Let's see what's this direction. Outer Palace Garden ahead. Okay, I think the monkey said something about that. This way is Deku Shrine. Well, if I were playing Breath of the Wild, I would be interested in that, but I'm not playing Breath of the Wild. So instead, let's check out the Outer Palace Garden. And what I want to say more about the owl statues is not only are they permanent save points, and that means the Song of Time actually no longer saves your game. You just return back to Dawn of the First Day and you have to save an owl statue. Oh yeah, you no longer need to hit them with the sword specifically to open them. You just need to walk up and press A on them and they'll open. So you can open the first one in South Clock Town as Deku Link just fine. Anything in these bushes? No, there isn't. One more change with that. There are now also, the 3DS version adds feather statues around Termina. These are the same as owl statues in that they provide you a permanent save spot, but they lose one functionality that the owl statues have, which we will be discovering very shortly, I promise you. Now, we plant magic beans out here, we water them. I think you do need to carry the spring water from down there all the way over here. We're just being hit by 3DS change after 3DS change, but there's another one here. In the 3DS version, there is a hole, there's another exit out from the hole where the magic bean cellar is that takes you out to this area, so there's no need for you to actually make your way over here yourself, like there is in the N64 version, which is a very nice, convenient addition. Now, we are on the upper level of the Deku Palace, and we must fly over the Deku Flowers, as well as deal with the new enemy in just a bit. Oh, the night sky is getting really dark. That's actually really cool. This is a mad scrub. It's basically just an evil Deku scrub that shoots nuts at you. That's about it, really. It's kind of like an Octorok, but it lives in a flower instead of in water. Now, to tell you more about the Deku Palace, and it's actually in relation to that extra exit that the Bean Cellar's Grotto has in the 3DS version, and that is because it is a leftover from the design of the Japanese version of the Deku Palace. In the Japanese version, there was actually a whole other cave system that you would have to go through that features a new and even somewhat unique enemy, which we haven't seen yet, so I'll wait to introduce them until we see them in our own game. But yeah, you'd have to go through this whole other cave system, and then you would have to traverse this other outer garden, or inner garden, I mean, in order to make your way to the Bean Cellar's Grotto. It was a much more involved progression through the Deku Palace, and in the North American release, they decided to cut it down a lot. Now this inner garden is completely optional, and it's only the other one that you need to do. I guess they just thought it was a little bloated, took you a little long to get through for an early game area, so they made it a bit easier. It's kind of an interesting change, though. There's a whole sequence from the Japanese version that's cut in this version. So yeah. Obviously, I'm not playing the Japanese version because I can't read that. Alright. There, down goes you. And also, I would have to go by without having owl saves, and that would be really, really stress-inducing. Right, this last Deku Flower is actually kind of hard. It has a really long trajectory, so I guess we'll just sit in this flower and wait the entire time. You can take out the Mad Scrubs with bubbles, as I just did, or you can use Deku Nuts from above, flying with the Deku Flower, like so. Hiya! If you fall down below, yes, you do have to make your way all the way back up here, and it's pretty annoying. There is a little skip you can do, like I think, okay, you can go in here, transform into Hylian Link, and backflip up onto that little doorway, and then jump up to that ledge and get back up here really quickly. It's a little trick speedrunners like to use. I don't know if I can do it myself, but I might try showing it off at a later time. Perhaps after this is done. Back into the Royal Chamber, we are now on the other side of the cage where the monkey is. He keeps saying that I kidnapped her. No matter how many times I say it, it's not gonna bring the princess back. If they're not careful, the victim will fall. The victim will fall princess to a monster. Yep. Why won't they believe what I say? Fine, I get it. Then I shall say nothing more to you. Punish me or do whatever else you might. Hey, buddy. I'm on your side. The monkeys have left me here. let me show you a little something. It's not completely clear what you have to do here, but you do have to pull out your ocarina. I think one of those guys down there has mentioned that the princess liked to play the Deku Pipes, which is the instrument that we play if we pull out the ocarina as Deku form. So, we need to do that here. Oh, you have them. You do. Just like the princess Deku Pipes. Those will work great. By the way, who are you? I have no idea what happened there. Why did Link fall? I don't know. I think I thought once that Link was trying to show the monkey the stamp from the banker, but I don't know, it's really weird. Well, that's not important now, just listen to me. I was trying to find out about the poison in the swamp, so I went to Woodfall Temple above the stairwell of Waterfall. But the temple had become a monster's lair and the princess was captured by the monster. Since the Deku King thinks I kidnapped the princess, he won't listen to a word I say. Now the princess is in trouble, so I must somehow hurry to the temple and save her. Do you understand my plight? Yes. So then, that means you will go in my place and save the princess. Okay, now I'll teach you the melody that opens the temple. The princess taught it to me. We can't let them hear us, so I'll sing it softly. You learned the Sonata of Awakening. This melody awakens those who have fallen into a deep sleep. Including temples? Well, so much for that plan! Everyone, did you hear that? This melody, which only the Deku family knows. It proves that the foolish monkey deceived the princess so he could enter the temple. Everyone, let the monkey's punishment commence! You better take the shortcut the Deku people use to get to Woodfall Temple. But you must hurry. If you don't, I will be punished by the Deku King. Alright, that sounds very important. I don't want to waste any further time checking out that Deku Shrine or whatever is over there. I think, let's take him up on that offer. Let's take this shortcut, which, by the way, this is the shortcut. I haven't read the sign. Woodfall Shortcut for use by Deku Scrubs only. We have a little ways to go before this video shall end, but don't worry, it is ending soon. I love how I keep saying that as if these videos are like genuinely torturous to watch. I mean, are they? Be honest with me. Are they? New enemy. This is a dragonfly. Could have fooled me. As long as you stay away from it, it's no big danger. Yeah, well, about that tattle, he's coming over to me right now and tanking my frame rate as it's happening. I'm gonna wait for him to fly over the Deku Flower and then strike. And that's about it with these guys. You always fight them when there's Deku Flowers around, so no need to worry about them aside from that. Wow, is their model like incredibly detailed or something? Why are these guys so harsh on the frame rate? Okay, I don't want them to electrocute me. That might do more damage, I'm not really sure. There is like a little bit of an elemental damage thing, where if you take fire damage, you will, as Hylian Link, you will slowly decay health for a little while. As Deku Link, you actually immediately die and like respawn at the entrance to the room. It's really harsh, because you're made of wood, so obviously fire is something you want to avoid. Well, this beautiful texture, look at this. Someone just like rubbed their hand all over this. Climb on this giant flower. I do like these giant flowers. Honestly, I do like a lot of the swamp scenery. It has definitely seen better days and older hardware and all, but still. Okay, well, let's meet this person who's been glaring at us ominously the entire time. Or I guess not this person, this owl.
Ho 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 ho! This is a rare sight. You are a fairy child, correct? What business might you have in this poisoned swamp? If you dare not venture further, I shall pass no judgment. It is better that you hurry back to town. The swamp you are in has lost its guardian deity, but it was destined to fade anyway. Hoot! And that destiny is not solely limited to this swamp. If you have the courage and determination to proceed in the face of destiny, then I shall teach you something useful. Before coming here, had you not seen any of those stone statues that bear close resemblance to me? I have placed those throughout the land to aid the one with the power to change the destiny of this land, wherever he may appear. If you have left proof of our encounter on any of those stone statues, then the song carved at my feet will surely be of some assistance. Remember it well and play it whenever the need arises. From the first time you play this song, we shall become eternal friends, transcending time and place. It's actually time and space, but whatever you say, buddy. And then, off he goes. So that is an owl. I don't think he's named in this game, but he is from Ocarina of Time, and he was named Kepora Gebora in that game. He might have that same name here, but I'm not really sure. It's just kind of an owl. Now, what does this say? Notes are carved in the stone. Wow, the Deku pipe sounded way different there for a second. Down, right, up, down, left, up, not right. You learned the Song of Soaring. This melody swoops you up and sends you soaring to a stonebird statue in an instant, aka fast travel. In the 3DS version, you get this song right at the beginning of Southern Swamp instead of having to wait until clearing the Deku Palace in order to get it here. So it's given to you in a much earlier time, which is very convenient. Ooh, you know, I should mention something real quick before I enter Woodfall, or maybe after I enter Woodfall, I'm not really sure, but you see those stars in the sky? Those stars take on a nondescript pattern. It's just kind of placing them randomly in the sky. Except it's not random. The way the stars are placed is based on the name of your save file. The name of my save file is Link, because naming your save file actually names the protagonist of the game as well, and the protagonist's official name is Link, so I wanted to go with that. If, however, you decide to name your save file after yourself, you technically get a star pattern in this game's sky based on you. Based on your name. In that way, every playthrough of Majora's Mask can be a little personalized. That's pretty neat. The 3DS version removes it. Very sad. I understand, though. Oh god, moon, stop glaring at me! Woodfall. Because the moon is facing south, you get the most shots of its ugly freaking mug the entire time inside of Woodfall. Jesus Christ! It's looking right at me! Alright, anyway, get the magic things, and then we gotta go... Actually, we can go two directions. I can't believe I haven't pointed out until now, but I had a very nice money count just there a bit ago. Unfortunately, that's changed since then, so we may as well make it worse. Red rupee worth 20 rupees. That's pretty nice. Okay, there's actually a little something I want to do very soon in game time, and I might save that for the beginning of next time. For now, I wish to make my way up to that interesting-looking platform over there, whatever that might be. In the meantime, though, we have a new enemy. Let me transform back to Hylia and Link to fight them. This is a hip loop. They are hot-headed. Charge at you if you look at them in the eye. I think the eye is their weak point, so yeah, when you turn around, they'll charge at you. I think you just kind of have to hit them before they hit you, and you'll be fine. It takes 3 hits with a sword. We're in the poison, we're in the poison, we're in the poison, and you can't change masks when you're in here. That's actually really damaging. Okay, alternate idea. Hi, you come all the way down here. Thank you very much, sir. And the Deku sticks are down there. Yeah, that's how much, that's how bad poison is. If only I still had that potion on me, huh? I would like to try, though, because I hear that Deku sticks are supposed to be more damaging than the sword. Is that true? Oh, very true. Oh my god, okay. And I think you guys, I can just take you out with a sword, and you can hit me for 1 damage. Thanks, buddy. Oh boy, I'm actually getting a little low on health. Well, I should be fine, honestly. Like I said, this game's easy. This game's easy street. Let me re-equip my Deku Nuts. That can maybe stun someone going forwards. That'll be fun. Like maybe you waiting on this next platform. You look like someone who wants to be killed with a Deku Nut. Well, that was awkward. What the fuck happened there? Did he shoot over me? I love that. All right, kill you, take you out, etc., etc. Bounce out of the ground. Touch down. Isn't this a Deku Scrub mark? I wonder if they worshipped here. You need 2 Ps there, but yeah, I wonder the same. I mean, I wonder if they worship here. I don't know about worshipping, whatever you said.
Right here, next to this owl statue, which I should probably unlock before it's too late, is yet another fairy, which will restore you to full health. There's actually something you could do with fairies, and I'll show that in a little bit. For now, let's unlock this as our new fast travel point. And I've decided the thing I want to take care of at a certain time in-game is something I'm going to take care of this video before we move on to next time, because I haven't been recording that long as I thought. Can I reach you with the Deku Scrub bubble? I do want to go in that direction, so I'd rather not have the likes of you in the way. Wow! Okay, you just canceled out my projectile. Doesn't look like I can, okay. One thing to note, aiming the bubbles as Deku Scrub form is very different in the 3DS version. You actually get like a proper crosshair, and in this version, if you hold down the bubbles for too long, they will actually pop. Eventually, they'll also cover your screen before they do, in the emulator at least. But yeah, in the 3DS version, they never pop. This chest has 5 rupees. Incredible. Hey, we're almost topped off again. I can't complain too much. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we got another hip loop here. This is another way you can fight hip loops. Just blow your tree sap bubble at them. In fact, I think if you hit them with 2 of these, yeah, kills them faster than the sword. So, the spin attack takes you out just fine. Yeah, the spin attack is surprisingly good. Hello, where did you come from? Can you mind doing that attack again? Thank you. Now, this way. Gotta say, the battle music in this game is honestly kind of scary, especially when it starts up out of nowhere and you just hear the undertones of it going, oh, there's an enemy coming towards you. Oh god. Kind of adds to this game's creepy vibe. I like it. What is this cave in the wall? I feel like I should stop here first and show this off. 'Tis another fairy fountain with a very familiar looking sight.
Kind young one, please hear my plea. Please find the fairies trapped inside Woodfall Temple who match our color. Please bring them back to us.
Well, now we have something extra to look out for inside the dungeon. Whenever we get around to that, which will be next video. So I have my fast travel point set right next to the place, the important place where you need to stand, and I think I'll take out the rest of Woodfall some other time. There's a little bit more to see. I guess we have time. Why not? Why not? Let's just finish this off while we're here. Okay, now this would be extremely funny if this is the case. Oh, no, okay. So that just merely stuns you. Here, let me try this. So we're gonna fight you in Hylian Link form, and I'm gonna stun you with a Deku Nut. There we go, look at that. That's how you can use these things. Especially if a lot... And then it doesn't do anything the second time, and now I'm stuck. Okay, there we go, climbed out. Okay, fuck it. Sir! Sir! Get destroyed! Yeah, just use a projectile weapon on them. Don't bother using a sword. At least right now, don't bother using a sword. It's freaking annoying. Okay. More mad scrubs. They're so mad because they're just a scrub. They're not a pro like me. I wonder. Well, first of all, where did the term scrub used to describe noobs at games come from? Because nowadays it's a synonym for noob, but like, was that in place back in the old days? Back in like the year 2000, you know, the 90s, when Ocarina of Time came out, because if that's the case, it probably is just a coincidence that the first form that you get at the very beginning of the game when you're new is called Deku Scrub, but if they actually base the name off of that would be cool. Deku Scrubs were an Ocarina of Time, though, and you don't start that game playing as a Deku Scrub, so yeah, that would probably not be fully the case. It's just a personal theory of mine. You aren't even reaching me with your nuts. Well, I guess I deserve that. Good thing you were just respawned on the platform. Drop. Why do I keep overshooting? Let me just respawn up there real quick. Oh god, okay. I need to wrap this up quick. The thing I want to do starts, like, really soon. Really freaking soon. Oh no, I just realized how little time I have to do what I want to do. Let's dash over. Attack you. Open this. This is what I wanted to get. It's just gonna be there the whole time. I love how Deku Link climbs inside the chest during this animation. That is adorable. Yet another piece of heart. We got 2 more pieces. Man, we're getting these like crazy. Sorry, Dragonfly. I don't have time for you. Let me show off my new song. Someday I'll be playing this in the Ocarina. I'll have plenty of chances to play this in the Ocarina. This is probably the most played song in the entire game. Here's all the owl statues. Pick the one you want to travel to, and go. And here we are, like nothing happened. All right, take off the mask, and now let us go to North Clocktown. If you remember, back when we back on the first episode, we saw this guy claiming he wasn't doing anything suspicious, really. And then, shortly after that, we came back in to witness a little bit of a crime he committed. Now that we know this crime will take place, we can be here and be ready to stop it. Properly this time. Because now, I got a fucking knife, so you better watch out. You can't do anything to him before he steals the thing. It's a weird little limitation this game does, but that's fine. There we go. Wanted to max out that rupee. Okay. She's moving on a schedule, so this is what it looks like when you have the time slowed down. You can play Inverted Song of Time to speed it up, but this is such a small sequence, I don't really see a reason to do that. It's not like I'm running out of real-life time to do something or something. Something. Oh, this cutscene goes slower, too. Or are we underwater? Whoa. It's weird. Feels like everything's moving way slower than it should be. Slowest robbery of all time. Alright, let's get to this. Slice! That's all you need to do. You will then continue running away, but this time, the old lady's luggage is saved. Yeah, you better fucking run, piece of shit! Yeah, feel the power of my Deku nuts! Guard, you're still not gonna do anything about it? My god. That guy. That North Clocktown guard. I have a vendetta against him.
Thank you. Since he didn't make off with them, I can finally stock bomb bags at our shop. Maybe I'll put him out tomorrow. Yes, I must thank you. It's a dangerous mask, but maybe you could use it to throw your own festival fireworks show.
The Blast Mask! You can have a blast with B, but you'll lose life energy in the process.
Well, thanks for helping me. Take care.
The Blast Mask is a bomb that you can attach to your face and then press B at any time to blow up. 2 questions. Number 1, what was an old lady doing with this? Number 2, why did she give it to me? This is the most dangerous toy of all time. Why, no wonder it's a dangerous mask. It hurts me to use it. Or does it? If you guard with your shield and then use it, it doesn't hurt. I have a feeling this is an oversight just from like spawning the thing that explodes a little ways in front of Link. So when you guard with a shield, the explosion comes from in front of you, so it doesn't manage to reach you. It's a good thing to know for when you decide to use this mask for its intended purpose. Having a tool that you can use to blow stuff up with is very nice for something I'll be doing coming shortly, so yeah, that's why I wanted to come back and grab this. Now, anyway, before I keep you any longer, let me make my way back over to Woodfall. The owl statue for Swamp is not over there, I'm just saying, guys. One last thing I want to show for this episode. Let's pull out the bottle. And then we want to break the pot that has the fairy in it, so I can show. You use a bottle nearby a fairy, you can catch the fairy in the bottle. Your new friend will give you life energy the moment you completely run out. Not only is this kind of a potion, you can use the bottle anytime for a free heal, but if you die, the fairy will bring you back to life. Very, very good to know. Very handy to keep it on your side. It makes an already easy game, combat-wise, even easier. Now, let us do this. I believe you have to be in Deku form to do this. Could be wrong about that, though. Stand on this platform and play the Sonata of Awakening, which I believe is... There it is, our first dungeon. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, we enter the Woodfall Temple in search for the Deku Princess. Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.